guys, welcome to today's video. Today we have Bomber King Scenario 2. So this is just part 2 of the other Blaster Master Boy. But now we have a gun and everything really looks exactly the same. Like, other than the gun, we're pretty... I mean, I don't really notice a whole lot of difference at all. Even the level looks the same. The enemies seem to blow themselves up. But other than that, like... there's not a whole lot of, enough to justify a whole nother game. They didn't really improve controls. It's still a little sluggish. The gameplay is still just kind of the same. A little... honestly, just kind of boring. Like, it's... if it was done better, it's a slightly better version of like Bomberman. You have more stuff going on. It's not just a basic kind of a very much grid where you get a lot more of things you can do. But, like, when it comes down to it, it's not... I mean, it's no different than the first one, which is already a complete different remake of an NES game that we talked about. But, every single thing about this game, yeah, like, this is part 2, but this is the same boss that we fought in the first one. He has a weird thing where he still winds up hitting us even when we're not even really by him. It's a decent little design for a boss. I like it. It's just he's got a cheesy hitbox on him where he seems to hit us even when we're not really, like, right next to him, kind of thing. But, like, honestly, this is part 2. But it's the exact same game. We're going to be in the islands, right? Yeah, islands. Like, it is they slightly deviated. Like, it doesn't look exactly the same. But it's enough of the same game that it it's like exactly the same, minus the fact that we have a gun that I don't remember being on the other one. I could be completely mistaken and just don't remember it. But yeah, I mean, they didn't change anything except for the name. I take that back. Like, this level is a little different from the other one. The other one had a bunch of, connecting islands. This one does not. So, I mean, they made it slightly different. But now, instead of being a completely different feeling level, it's just the same as the last one. But it's timed, so you don't even get to fully enjoy it. You're just kind of rushing. I think if you didn't have a time limit on this game, it'd be a little bit more fun. I think time limits, for the most part, really kind of took a lot of fun out of most games. I understand what they were doing, but I think that's why you don't see a lot of games now with any kind of time limits on them, because I think they realize later on that it's like, it kind of really takes away from enjoyment of a game, where you're trying to rush the clock more than actually trying to enjoy the game. And while some games do, you know, work decent enough with time limits, Mario does okay. But Mario could be a lot more fun if you didn't have to worry about the clock running out every 5 seconds. Which, it's very hard to have happen in Mario, but in a lot of these other games, it is a very big thing. So, like I said, I mean, this level feels exactly like the last one, whereas at least the first one of this, why did we stop? Had like islands that were all linked, so it actually had a little bit of more, a little harder, a little more needing to do stuff. This one, it just feels like more of the same. Yeah. Okay, so here it is. Yeah. So this is exactly what the other one was. So. And this feels a lot like Zelda. With like the guys in the water shooting at you. That's not where we want to go. And this one that's so heavily reliant on a special item means that you're just going to have to keep replaying it until you learn where you need to go. But you don't die for walking in the water this one. It seems like you auto-use the things. But we've been all over the place. What do we... Are we out of the, There we go. Key. Exit. I mean, the whole levels are pretty basic. The game's really pretty basic, to be all in all. Next boss. Again, feels a lot like a Zelda boss. Yeah, he doesn't move fast enough for these boss battles at all. And we're missing every single one of them. Whatever. It's just not as good as it could be. There's really nothing too wrong with it. It's just... like, we're standing there and we're moving, but he's not moving. Like, for whatever reason, the same thing happened on the other game. You wind up actually, like... stopping and not moving where you're supposed to be. And it's mostly when you're dropping your bombs. Like, you try to move, and, like, you just hang up there sometimes. And it's really kind of annoying. The boss battles are not bad, though, like, all things considered. But just the game as a whole... I mean, this is pretty much the whole game, and, you know, it kind of loses a lot real quick. The enemies are silly. Jesus. Take a lot of bullets. But after a while, this really becomes very monotonous. I mean, we get a couple things, but it's almost like this is just to waste time. Yeah, I keep finding the game keeps hiccuping when you go to drop bombs. Like you'll go to move, and it'll just kind of hang up. Really, the guy lived through all that? So now we just sit around here blowing stuff up until we find a key. There it is. I mean, the game's fine. There's really nothing overly wrong with the game. It just becomes a very monotonous, boring game pretty quick. I mean, hell, if the game's so boring, even the enemies want out. They commit suicide too. They're like, I don't want to be here. Honestly, I'm sick of the stupid holes in the ground. Okay, so you can go over there. Oh, yeah, you got the key. Moving on. I'm curious to see what the next boss is going to be like. It just feels like they're borrowing a lot from a lot of different games and not doing a whole lot of originality on their part. I mean, from the enemies to the level design. Ah. Oh, I fucked up. Ouchie. I mean, it's kind of like Bomberman meets Zelda. Is honestly exactly how it feels. But without most of the good parts of either one of them. Like, all in all, like, the game becomes very monotonously boring very quickly. Yeah. So all in all, that's Blaster King Part 2, which is different but the same game as Blaster Master Boy, which is the same name but a whole different game from Blaster Master. Like, the whole thing makes zero sense on who's naming this shit. But it's all over the place, and it's all a remake of another game on NES. I think it starts with an X or a Z, and I cannot place the game. But all in all, like, the game in and of itself, going past all the other stuff, is a okay, playable game. But to be honest, it is very monotonous. It gets to be very kind of stupid and boring very quickly. And then you're just running around just pushing the button. And, like, that's all you're doing. There's not real interaction or much going on in the game. It's just shoot a couple enemies that are kind of in your way, and most enemies don't even matter. You just kind of avoid them, you put the bombs, you blow up the plants, you look for the key, you move to the next part. That's it. Like, that's the entire game, and, like, it's not even the entire game in a nutshell. That's just the entire game, and it really starts to wear on you very quickly, and you just don't care after a little bit. And the level designs are all pretty much the same. Everything really just kind of feels like it's on repeat. The same enemies, the same level design, the same everything functions exactly the same. And the enemies are a little different, but also the controls where you're trying to fight these guys where you want to place bombs and everything, but your guy puts a bomb and he kind of fumbles when he steps, and it just, the whole thing, the controls don't feel polished enough, and the whole game just is there, but it's not. You know what I mean? So anyways, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Till next time, have a wonderful day.